Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams, how I stand confidence higher than the mediocre white.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Zakiyyah, and welcome back to Black in Boston.
Favorite dress to impress the dressless, till it's wrinkled from the stress of an unwanted hostess. This is most deaf, the source of innovation, the heartbeat of the nation, even when his body's decaying. If imitation is the greatest form of flattery, then add some paper to
Y'all, I'm really excited, okay? Because today we're going back to a staple of the Black community, not just the Black community, but Boston in general, but also a staple for me that I have been visiting since childhood, Chez Vous, okay? And I have the pleasure of standing here with Derek,
co-owner.
Co-owner. Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Of course.
How long has Chez Vous been here?
Well, the building has been here as Chez Vous since 1933, so it's been here a long time.
1933. We're talking about history here, y'all. History. So Chez Vous has been a staple in the Boston community for decades, as you said, 1933. And can you say in your own words, like what it has meant for the community and give us some background and history on Chez Vous?
Yes, Chez Vous is definitely generational. I'll say that. It's been around, obviously, for so many decades. There's so many stories, so many experiences, and so many connections that were, attached to this place.
Yeah.
So the history is just so long to where, in my version of things, I remember my aunts managing the place and, before we even owned it officially. So there's such a long lineage of Black culture, Black history here, and the community loves it because it's something that resonates with all of us.
Yes.
It's one thing about Boston we all can agree with, and is that this is a needed space, and it's something that shaped all of us in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And it's the backbone of what Boston truly means in the inner communities that we serve. So it's such a historical thing where we're glad to be a part of it because my father, he got this space, and that's where it really truly started to define itself as the Chez Vous we know and love today.
Wow.
Because being Black owned, it really resonates even more in a way where we know we belong. We can come here and be ourselves. We can let loose. We can unwind. And it was one of those safe spaces for everybody that was, that allowed us to be that, and still allows us to be that. So Chez Vous has that same message along along that long timeline. It's just that it keeps evolving and it keeps on growing, and it's its presentation and the way we do it. But at heart, we're still that same community staple that loves to give that level of service and that level of authenticity, to the community and everybody that comes and experiences
I
us.
love that. When did your father take it over?
Took it over, and he bought it in the 90s, but my family has been in this business since date back to the 70s.
Wow, so thank you to your dad for me, because my childhood memories here are along that timeline. Y'all don't need to know the specifics, but but somewhere along that timeline, he already had it. So that's amazing.
Red bones and 3 C's dominate the culture of pop like props in the DC. Brown paper bags, not debatable. If the earth set, why stress? Who else is degradable? The darker berries juice remains so magnetic, yet in the public eye, so many diabetic. I'm a first-hand witness of the litmus, being chased by boys who reject the sun's kisses to top a body.
Funny story, right? When I came here as a kid and I was learning to skate, my friend said that she could teach me, and so she took me on the skate rink, and she took me all the way to the center. And I struggled a little bit, but I felt like, okay, I could get it. And one of her friends called her over, and she left me in the middle of the skating rink. And I had to try to figure out how to push my way off the rink. And it was so hilarious.
Well, did you make it?
I made it. You see, I'm here today.
Yep.
So, I made it.
And that's how you learn.
That's how you learn. But I definitely have also a lot of memories of just being here, hanging out with my friends, eating food, having a good time. And I think that's important to know too, because for people who are intimidated by the skates or whatever, it's just like, this is a community hub in more ways than one.
Right.
So
Now, we used to live in here as kids. Like any session we could go to, we did just that. Like we did all of it. So I loved the races. Like we all like get competitive, you know, line up right over there, race around. You know, it was one of those memories where you just enjoyed being a kid. You enjoyed being a kid with no worries. It just brought you to a place where it's like, even though I miss it, where it's like, I miss those days when it just was in here just having fun. You know, hanging out with friends. You knew, like I knew everybody, and I still know everybody in the city because we all came here to Chez Vous. Like all of the kids came here, their parents came here. So it built such a big community, and to see those faces, they become literally like family. I feel like I got a city full of cousins just because we all grew up here. So that's one of the memories where I will always cherish and appreciate, because you can't beat that, and you can't get that anywhere else. You can't get that in a lot of spaces in Boston. So I'm glad it was here.
I love that so much. So as Chez Vous approaches its 100-year anniversary, what do you hope for this establishment 100 more years from now?
I want the Chez Vous legacy and feel to be felt times 100. You know, we want this to span out so far to where it's just not a big name in an underrated city. It's a juggernaut that influences the country different. Like, you know, we want to show that longevity is possible. It is worth it. It's been done. It can be done again and again. So I just wanted to expand as far as it can go. Because we've done so. If today was the last day, we've done so much already. So you got to be grateful for that.
As far as the skates can take you.
Exactly. I want people to be inspired by the story of this place to where there's so many more versions of what Chez Vous is in our communities, and we're not starving for that place to be seen, to be heard, and to have that community that's out in the open. Not on the side streets, not on the back end. I want it to be where Chez Vous inspired something a little different in these cities and places that may be experiencing the same Boston dynamic. You know, I want that to be the norm.
When the rainbow is black, black. When the rainbow is black, black. When the rainbow is yeah, when the rainbow was black, the world just can't decide if these two versions of pride are meant to coincide.
Woo! You were funny. You got this.
I'm terrified. This sounds so much more fun in my head, but right now I'm like, okay, now it gets real. Jay's grabbing us. I'm like, what's gonna happen? This is getting real now. Oh shoot! I mean, kids around.
Kiki, I'm so nervous.
Dang. Absolutely filled by foolishness because how did Beyonce do this in the Blow video? Oh, she was like,
oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm even worse than I was when I was a kid.
Complaining, I don't need no ego hanging. Beyonce, Kanye, self-esteem, the movement, LGBT. I'm only making history.